Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast, which is named
Sorry.
Not Sorry, Knits. And this is Jade.
I know my name.
And she knows her name. And I'm Vanessa, and we're coming to you from my home in Olympia, Washington, where I have the privilege of having Jade visit me.
From Vancouver, BC.
Oh, yes, from Vancouver, BC. And yeah, so
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. That's okay. Hey, okay, so if you guys are here, this is who we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we hope that you are ready for a fun time because
we can't stop laughing.
We laugh a lot, and we're silly, and we're gonna own it. We're unapologetic about it. Okay, sorry, not sorry.
Woo!
What just happened?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yes.
Unapologetically.
Apologetic. Us. Yes. So we'll talk more about why we named the podcast that in a little bit. Yeah. But for now, we're gonna let
we're gonna fling our necklaces around.
We're gonna let Jade introduce herself, talk about herself a little bit, let you guys get to know us, and yeah. So go ahead, Jade.
Okay. You can find me anywhere on wherever as Stitch Mischief and like Stitch Mischief, not Mistress, as some people hear.
I'll drop it on the video.
And yeah, my name is Jade 𝒂𝒄𝒆. I'm a maker from Vancouver. We already said Vancouver area, suburbs. And I'm a mom to 4 kids and wife to 1 human. And I was gonna say plant mama, but also a cat mama to 2 little new additions to our family. I've been making for a long time, but it's been super fun to compare notes with Vanessa and get to know her story. And we'll learn more about that later.
Okay. Well then,
and
is that
over
me?
to you?
Is that
wait.
Ooh.
Okay. So this thing here going on with my mouth, I'm going through some major mouth work due to a really bad bite and breaking teeth and stuff. So in August, I had rapid palate expansion surgery, and I'm still recovering from that. So braces are on and expanders are on, and things are going to keep changing as we go along. My mouth is going to get weird and then weirder, and then funkier, and then more surgery, and then hopefully better. So one day things will line up and I'll sound clearer. So till then, I'll try and speak as clearly as I can, but I've got a little lisp thing going on, and I'm sorry about that. Ahead. Ha!
We're not sorry.
But not
She
sorry.
can't help it. But she has a beautiful smile. So she'll be back to herself in no time.
Thank you.
Yes,
and then I won't have a metal porcupine in my mouth. I feel like I have a metal porcupine.
Yeah. Anybody who's had braces, I'm sure can relate because it's not fun. So I feel for you because braces.
It's special. All right, over to you.
Okay. Well, you can find me on all the social, not all of them, Instagram, YouTube, Ravelry, but not minimum Ravelry is different. So at Vanessa Smith Designs, and on Ravelry, I'm Nessa Renee. And yeah, what else did you say in your little brief intro? I am also a maker and not a mom, but a dog mom.
You're a dog mom.
And married also to 1 human.
And
to
be clear.
Yeah, it's good to be clear. You never know. Yeah, and I've been knitting for a good while, and I just started learning how to sew a couple of years ago, and I want to learn how to play guitar, and I want to learn all these things. But there's only so much time in the day. I only have 2 hands, which I wish I had more. But you know, so anyway,
that would be weird.
That would be very weird. That'd be an octopus.
Productive, but weird.
Or a spider.
Oh, no. Okay, so why are we doing a podcast?
Well, why are we doing a podcast? We are doing a podcast because let me just backtrack.
Oh, sorry.
Let me just backtrack for
on trend.
A second. No, it's okay.
No, I meant the apologetic part.
Oh, yes, on trend. This might be a cut. Let me just backtrack. Okay, so what did you just ask? Oh, why are we doing a podcast? So we have really, like I said in the beginning, we have really enjoyed each other's company, and we found making crafting in general is a very isolating thing.
Or can be.
Is that the right word for it?
It can be a lonely thing if you don't have craft or people in your life.
Yes, exactly.
To do with in person.
Yes.
And many people don't.
No.
They might be like the only people in their community who are, or that they know of
Mhm.
anyways, that are making, and they kind of wish they had someone who could make with them.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
do we.
Yeah. So, and my dogs
We
are going to
have
join the
baby
show.
dogs.
And so you guys might hear them from time to time. I'm not going to cut them out every time. I'm sorry.
No, because they're real.
They're real.
We're real.
They're in my house.
And we're real people.
We're real. Yep. So you might have kids popping up eventually.
Presumably.
In the show.
Someone asking for permission to do something.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'll say no.
Yeah. Not right now. But yeah, so we just wanted to provide a space that people can just sit and knit and enjoy and feel like they're sitting with friends. And please view us that way, because we view you as friends. We look forward to getting to know you. And that's, I think we just want to provide a sense of community.
And we want to help you laugh.
Yes.
Because laughing is good.
Mm-hmm.
And we pretty much laugh the entire time we're together
Mhm.
until we wheeze. And then
cry.
until we lose, till we cry,
Lose
till
our
we
voices.
choke,
Mhm.
and then we lose our voices, and then we have problems.
On cue.
But yeah, so it's fun.
Yeah. Is there anything I missed for the answer to that question?
We also would like to be able to share our love of different types of crafting.
Yes.
So we're called Sorry Not Sorry Knits because it's cool, but
Mhm.
also we don't just do knitting. We're sewers and quilters, and I'm a beater.
Mm-hmm.
She's awesomely talented designer, fantastic finishing touches.
Mhm.
Yeah, we do all the things.
Mhm.
So if there's something we haven't done, it's probably coming down the pipe.
She wants to get a spinning wheel
and a pottery wheel. But don't tell my husband.
I'm like, you can get one wheel.
You can't tell me how many wheels I can get.
One. Hey,
have one
in the
husband who
comments,
can tell
if
me.
you agree that she should get one wheel or two, let us
Ooh,
know. Let us
Clever
know.
girl.
You know?
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
That was a movie reference.
Oh, was
Also,
it?
she has zero pop culture background, so I drop movie references, and we generally break into song
Overhead.
randomly. Sorry about
Yes.
that. Ahead of time,
Yeah.
but not sorry.
There needs to be a dancing session on this podcast.
There will
honestly.
not be a dancing session on this podcast.
There will be a dancing.
No, you go for it. But movie references, I'm constantly dropping movie references.
Mhm.
So that clever girl, Tony, I'm looking at you. Okay, clever girl, Jurassic Park.
Oh. I
Yeah.
feel like I watched Jurassic. Anyway.
I can't believe we just said that. Okay.
I feel like
we
I
can't be
have.
friends
But
anymore.
okay. The podcast ends before it starts.
What we have to do is watch all the movies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next.
Okay.
Next question.
So how and when did you learn to knit? How about you talk about that?
Okay. This is a loaded question. I know I've talked about it on my old podcast, which was called Mischief Maker, I
Mhm.
think. It's been so long, I don't even remember the name. I had that with my daughter, so there's a few episodes back up there, somewhere up there. I'll link somehow to this or something.
Oh yeah. Show notes.
Yes, show notes. Show notes. We're gonna do show notes.
We're gonna do show notes.
We're still learning our thing here.
We might have a newsletter. We might have a newsletter with the show notes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
we'll get you. We'll hook you guys. You guys.
Yeah,
up.
just like recipes and things.
Mhm.
Okay. How did I learn how to make? So I come from a long generational family of crafters on my mom's side, especially. My great grandparents were both knitters on my mom's side. So they're both Norwegian knitters, and they used to, lore has it that they had the same tension and could knit matching sleeves for sweaters and would do so. So that is a pretty cool legacy. And I remember being a kid learning how to knit from both my mom, my grandma, and my great grandma. I'm gonna stop saying at some point. and they would fill in the gaps where I couldn't learn from one technique. My great grandma taught me how to cast on long tail, and I remember being like, oh, that's how you do it. And that was it. So I actually learned how to crochet before I learned how to knit because I couldn't figure out the cast on. But I have so many good memories of making with all my different family members, and there's still so many of us in our family that make. My mom's a seamstress and extremely talented at all that kind of sewing. Cross stitch, she cross stitches, I cross stitch, all the things. Like, we love it. My dad's very crafty in his way too, like more building crafty, but yeah, he's crafty.
Mm-hmm.
So crafty people run in my family.
Yeah. Cool.
So I guess I was little. That's pretty little.
Yeah.
Like maybe 8.
Nice.
Younger for the younger craft, like cross stitch. I started younger.
Mm-hmm.
Crochet was maybe 8, and yeah, maybe 9 for knitting. But yeah, once you start, you can't stop.
It's a bracelet.
Yeah, it's a gateway drug.
I really wish I started younger because honestly, like, I'm like, so much time was wasted
Oh,
when
no.
I could have been knitting.
Don't say that.
No, but it's just like, oh.
At least you started.
Oh yeah, totally. And I was 15, 16 when I started knitting, so it wasn't too much further along. Do you want me to talk about mine?
Yeah, what made you want to start knitting?
Well, it was funny because I actually had a friend who had learned to knit from a coworker, and she's a little older than me, obviously, because I was 16, still in high school, and she had a job. But she had learned to knit from a coworker, and she was just starting, and she thought it was so cool what she was learning. So she decided to have a bunch of friends over. I think it was a group of maybe like, I want to say 7 to 10 of us. And again, she was a new knitter. So she invited us all to learn to knit from her. And so we went to Michael's and
the best.
Yeah. Yep. I remember getting the size 14-inch aluminum boy
straight
needles.
Yep.
Bright blue. I think they were size 8 because anything smaller than an 8 looked like little look like toothpicks, and anything larger looked like tree trunks. I mean, that's my preference now, but back then I was like, oh my gosh, who knits a tiny needle like this? And so, yeah, I do now. But yeah, so then I got that, and
I found my phone. I'm trying to turn off notifications because my watch is blowing up, and I will leave this in because this is me being me. I found my phone. How do I turn off notifications? That one?
That one. Yeah. Yes. Got it. We good. But yeah, so I don't remember like a skein of like some of that yarn that kind of like twists around itself. You know what I'm talking about? It's like that.
Doesn't all yarn?
It's like it's like, I can't even explain it. I don't think it's like in a hand.
Oh, is it the fuzzy one with the little strings?
I don't know. It's not a string. It's like, I can't even.
It's okay. So
as you knit with it, it like scrunches down. It's like a skinny string.
Oh, like a boucle?
I don't even know. It wasn't a boucle either. It was something that was like not good for a beginner. So we go to the knit night and we're all like, hey, we need help. And I can tell she's just like, what did I get myself into?
I can hear her thoughts from here and I wasn't even there.
Exactly. I'm like, oh man, what a trooper, because I have run knit nights since then too, like teaching friends to knit. And I'm like, girl, what did you got yourself into something? But yeah, so she taught us all. I think I'm probably the only person who kept up with it.
Despite the crazy yarn choice.
And my mom my mom is not a knitter, but she does beading and she makes bracelets, and so she's crafty.
She is.
I can't convince her to knit, but Mom, if you're watching this,
we'll get you eventually.
But yeah, so what's I going with that?
Knitting. Teaching.
Oh, my mom had a friend who knit too, and so her friend came over one night, and my little scarf had gone from being this wide to being this wide.
It grew.
And it was only like 8 inches long. So she's like, "What are you making?" And I'm like, "A scarf." And she's like, "That's not a scarf. You should bind that off and start over." So she helped me bind off, and I went on to knit a ton of garter stitch scarves with better yarns, but also with eyelash or fun fur yarn.
I remember that stage.
Apparently I was a glutton for punishment.
That stage was strong.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a strong trend.
Yeah, so I made a lot of those for people. I gave them all away. But yeah, so it was fun. It was like,
what did you like about it? Like, what did you like about the actual process of knitting? Process. We have issues about Canadian American speech.
It's cute. I love it.
One of the ones.
She says sorry and I say sorry.
And then sometimes I become American and say sorry.
In one sentence, she'll say both.
That's much.
Yes. But yeah, for knitting, growing up, like I said, I was 16 when I learned. I was trying all kinds of different things. I was really into music and into writing and into reading, and but there was like quite a few phases, I think, too. Like I'd try things for a while and get kind of bored. Yeah. But knitting was like the one thing that stuck.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's like just being able to create something from nothing and be like, I did that, right? And it's like, for me, I'm very tactile. So like feeling the different textures and the different yarns and to feel the yarn running through your fingers. Yeah, I'm getting chills saying that.
It's soothing.
It's very soothing.
Very, very
nice. So I think that's why I stuck with knitting. And I just continued, and yeah, it's just been a part of my life, and I can't imagine not having it a part of my life now. Yeah.
Okay, so why I'm still knitting? I think after I got married, I started making baby gifts a little bit. I used to knit in my teens. I used to sew in my teens. I love sewing. And then I got scared of sewing. And then I came back when I had babies again. I think I made like 10 blankets for my oldest son.
Wow.
And like 2 for my daughter. And then less as we went. Negative blankets for my... No,
Can you pass them down? I'm sure they were used later.
I took like 6 weeks off before my due date with Dash, and I took that to nest. I was a weekend. I'm like, okay, I'm done nesting. I need to do something before I like die of boredom. And also, I just really wanted to make with my hands for my kids, and that turned into animal fashion. And then also, yeah, knitting and then crocheting. I crocheted a lot of blankets for Dash because they're fast and it's soothing. Knitting, crocheting, and then I also dabbled in quilting around the time that he was born too, and then that began that end of things as well. So why I stick with it? I like making with color. If you know me at all anywhere, I'm addicted to color. A lot. A lot. To quote your mom, a lot. Like a lot.
My mom might be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know.
She didn't even get the reference. I'm like, your mom
over my head. I told you, over my head.
I'm pretty sure it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. If it's not, then I'm just a liar. Anyway,
it's a reference.
It's a reference to a movie, and we are low into. It's okay. We're good. Yeah. So I've stuck with it because I have found that I love to play with color and to bring it in whatever medium I'm using. So beads or yarn, and I'm a yarn dyer, so into my yarn choices and my knitwear and anything. If I can put color in it, then I am very, very happy.
Yeah. So good.
What are your favorite colors, Vanessa? Do you have a favorite color?
Anyone who knows me will not be shocked. I love purple, jewel tones, but purple is like the number one. And then it goes into burgundy and navy and tealy blues. But
yeah, she's a purple.
Purple hands down. I'm looking at like 5 purple things like right in my immediate vicinity. And obviously then too, this lovely yarn that she dyed for me. And
which we are going to call Ness. The color is Ness.
She's naming it after me.
Because it's her. We literally planned this early. I say literally too much.
That's okay.
We actually planned this to match. You want to show that? Okay. As I reach across later?
I can show it now.
Okay.
This is me in a color.
Yeah. And it's showing up very accurately.
Very accurately. It's actually really good. Yes.
I like it.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, not anyway, but either way, wrong word. I instantaneously, okay, I can't talk anymore. I gravitate toward purple. Like I go into a shop and I look and my hands reach for the purple. Like,
before your brain is even talking about
it. Yeah. It's inevitable. It's every time I see a purple, that's where I'm going. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of purple from me, or there's a lot of jewel tones in general. I like deep, like she's like the brights, the fun colors. And I'm like dark and moody apparently.
Yeah.
But
you're my dark and moody to my rainbow explosion disco ball. We were just talking about this. So her husband set up awesome lighting back here. So the aqua is like me.
It's her.
And the purple's her. I mean, I love purple, but purple's her. And then we're thinking for my part, when we do more episodes, because we're going to do more, because this is too fun to not do. I'm going to be in a studio space when I get back home in my own home. And I'm like, what kind of lighting could I get? And we both said, disco ball.
Disco ball. It's like we can only think so much alike before we're
the actual same
person. Yeah. So yeah,
it is so weird how much we're alike.
Yeah, so
kind of crazy.
We hope you like us because we like each other.
And regardless, moms, to all our moms, you're watching this, thank you. And also our husbands, because you have to, because you're married to us.
Yeah. And they're also pretty great.
Yeah, they let us do this.
They do. And they put up with our shenanigans. Like they
support us.
They support us. Like there's no tolerating here. It's like 100% support and even encouraging and motivating and helping brainstorm and bounce ideas off of.
So, taking care of my kids when I run away.
Yeah.
By myself.
To hang out with me. Sorry, Sam.
He's awesome. Thank you, Sam.
Yes.
I need a shout out. And also thank you, kids, for being patient and waiting for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been such a treat to be able to be here, and I can't believe we're doing it finally. We're doing it! I almost hugged you on screen. Stop.
Tackle me.
Okay.
Okay, so is there anything we need to do to wrap up our first episode?
I can't believe wow.
Wait, hold on. We got little notes over here because
Oh, this is my own notes. Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, the reason we named Sorry Not Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I forgot. I didn't tell that story. I said story, like sorry.
Why are you so Canadian?
I don't know. So this starts with Canada. Okay, so
it
all starts in Canada. So I want to say in 2019, we went. My husband and I and me. No, I grammatically it's I. My husband, his cousin, and I went to Victoria, BC, to spend a weekend. And at the end of our weekend, we went to one of their amazing bookstores there. And my husband's my husband's name is Cody, and so Cody's cousin was like, "I want to go to this bookstore, and I want to get my book stamped with the store stamp." And apparently, this is a thing. If you know about this, please let us know because I've never heard of this. So she wanted to go to a bookstore and get the book stamp. So we went in the bookstore. It's a beautiful bookstore. We both picked out a book. We went up to the counter, and we asked the man working there, "Hey, can you stamp our books with the stamp?" And he was kind of like, "What are you talking about?" And she explained to him what it was. And so he's like, "Okay, well, let me go find the stamp." And so he went around, shuffling around in drawers, and he found a stamp. And he proceeded to stamp the store's bank account number. No, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. He stamped the store bank account number, and he was like, "Ooh!" The color went out of his face. He's like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry." and we're like, "No, it's okay." And he's like, "Okay, well, I can't leave that in your books. What do I do?" And he's like frantically running around trying to find a coworker. What do I do?
I just gave away all our money.
I know. He's like, "Please don't use that." And we're like, "No, we won't. Don't worry, we're fine." So he went and found a sticker to cover the bank account number, and then stamped the store stamp on top of it. But the whole time him and his coworker were trying to figure out how to cover it up and how to get the right stamp. They were bumping into each other behind the counter. Sorry. And we're just like, "Oh, they're so nice." And like they're frazzled and they're still like, "Oh, so I'm so sorry." You don't see that in the States too much. But anyway, so that was kind of that situation. And then when Cody and I went up to Vancouver a month and a half ago for Knit City, Vancouver.
Yeah, I forgot when that was.
It was in September. And we were sitting there to lunch and a bus drives by. And on the bus little heading, it said, "Out of service. Sorry, ... And we're like, the buses are apologizing. And I thought it was just one maybe, but then more buses proceeded to pass by and we're like, "Sorry," like on the side of the bus. And it was just hilarious. It was so hilarious. And I'm like, in Olympia, Washington, when a bus is not running, it says "out of service," period. Like that is it. That like, you're out of luck. Like you're finding another way to get home.
You're very polite people.
Yes, I love it. It's adorable.
I may have thanked a self-checkout machine yesterday. We're checking out at Target. And we're walking away. I'm like, I said thanks. I said thanks to the machine.
In her defense, there was a camera like above it, so it's like
I wasn't.
She could have been thanking the security people.
Nope, the machine did a good job. And I got my stuff.
The machine did a good job.
My Orajel for my mouth.
Oh man, I think So
I think we figured out how to do this.
I think we figured out how to do this, and I hope you guys love hanging out with us because we're gonna
come back. How often? Roughly,
we're gonna try to do every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
to start, and we'll see what you guys think. And if there's ever any questions you want to ask us that you want us to cover, we're definitely gonna do. Not only entertainment, but also like
entertainment.
Entertainment.
Is that what we call
being
us?
your knitting friends. We'll try to find ways to teach and share tips and tricks, share recipes, share.
Because we like food.
Yes, love food. Like
a lot of food.
Your girl loves to eat. I'm just your girls love to eat.
Speak for yourself. I'm just kidding. We love food.
We love food.
Like a lot of food.
And we love knitting,
Different
and
food.
we love crafting, and we hope that you
Color.
connect with
Rainbows.
us in that sense. And I'm looking at your
Bring
notes to
out
see if
words
there's
here.
anything else.
Yeah.
I think we
want to build a sense of community in the crafters, because I've had some people before. I'm not gonna use my ring as a fidget toy.
don't do that.
And we have had some people come up and say that they have nobody to craft with or what have you, or they learn something new and they like to just hang while they knit and listen to something. Well, I think we're relatively amusing while we amuse ourselves. So if that nothing else, we're having fun. So, but to give a sense of community out there, but also for all the young people and the people who think they want to craft but don't think they can do it, you can do it, and we can help you.
Absolutely.
So regardless what it is, regardless, I'm making up words. Regardless,
we know how to English. We promise.
No, we don't. Sorry,
that's me. Not sorry. we're derailing very quickly here.
No, but regardless of, stop talking about trains. We've been talking about trains all day. Okay, I digress.
Yes, digress.
Whether or not people often feel that they're not crafty or creative or talented enough to do something, and so they give up before they even try. And we want to tell said people, don't give up. If you want to knit, learn how to knit. If you want to crochet, we got your back. I know how to crochet.
Absolutely.
Or whatever it is that fills your creative cup. We're both budding writers too, so anything, whatever it is that makes you sparks, to be cliche, sparks joy. We love it, and we want to foster that sense of community, because not everyone has someone that lives close. I mean, we're about 4 or 5 hours apart, and I'm very lucky that I have some very special friends in my hometown that I can knit with in person. But not everyone has that, so we're here, and we'd love for you to be a part of our little tiny awkward community and laugh with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on that note, we hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy. And we'll see you in episode 2. Bye. How do I stop recording? What was that?
You just have to believe it.
Yeah.
Don't stop
believing. Hey.
Okay.
Hold on to the feeling.
Okay. Also, we should probably warn them. We randomly start singing.
Yes.
Weirdly.
Okay.